Greetings, folks. Well, the 24-hour deadline kick-off to the peaceful protest at the Garden of Remembrance at 2 p.m. tomorrow is on. And I believe this will be the largest peaceful protest rally by the Irish citizens in the history of the Irish state. And history will be created tomorrow. Look, there's a lot of scaremongering going on behind the scenes. A lot of people now are, contacting me on WhatsApp and by email and saying, Michelle, people are telling people to stay away, that there's going to be a lot of trouble at it. Look, I've organised enough of peaceful protests in my day, and I've always worked in conjunction with An Garda Síochána, and I've never had any hassle. So I'm sure that the people organising this protest tomorrow will work in conjunction with An Garda Síochána to make this a successful peaceful rally. Look, this is our one chance as Irish citizens to stand up now collectively, in a crowd of thousands of people, to say to this Irish cobbled together government, we have enough of this corruption. We have enough of Irish citizens being treated second-class citizens in our own land. And, our message tomorrow will be very simple. We need to close the borders, no passport, no entry. Ireland is full. And we need to start looking after our own Irish people, our own homeless, our own children with additional needs. And, the housing crisis, everything. But now more than ever, the 4,900 people in Intel who are now being put on kind of notice, I believe, to say that their jobs could now be in trouble. And these 4,900 Intel people now more than ever need to be attending this protest tomorrow, because, if Intel pull out of Kildare, look at the ramifications that's going to have for the whole country, not just Kildare. And look, people now tomorrow can use tomorrow as a peaceful platform to voice their opinion. And look, I have great faith now in our Minister for Justice, Jim O'Callaghan, because he's only in the job a few months and he's already made a huge impact into the justice role that he has taken on. And, I have friends now who are members of An Garda Síochána who are being drafted into the streets of Dublin to protect us Irish citizens tomorrow and to keep us safe while this peaceful protest is going on. And they want absolutely no trouble, no more than I do, or any of the Irish citizens that have made contact with me and have said that they're going to march on this peaceful protest. And look, I just think the scaremongering now that's going on behind the scenes, I have to question the people that are putting out these messages on WhatsApp and trying to scaremonger and say, stop, tell no woman or child go to these protests. And it's men that are doing this, not women. And, women, Manana here, have always come out for, on peaceful protests with their buggies and, have peacefully protests for their rights. Because, look, we Manana here are mighty women, but we need the great Firna here to come out tomorrow now and show us what you're made of in a peaceful protest. We need to send a stark, message to this Irish cobbled together government that we've had enough. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing what TDs and ministers, particularly the independent TDs, who are going to come and show their support to the Irish people who voted them into power tomorrow, and see what they're going to say and how they're going to help us with this peaceful protest. So look, folks, this is our one chance, because, I feel that this peaceful protest tomorrow could be the last peaceful protest that this country will ever face. And, sitting behind a keyboard and making excuses why you can't go tomorrow is no good for the future of our children and the next generation of this country. We need to hand back this country better than we got it. And to be quite frank, like what's happening with this country now, our forefathers, our ancestors that died in 1916, and the great men that enacted our constitution, our Bunrock na Héireann, would be turning in their graves at what's after happening in this country. So look, we need to stand collectively together and come out Manana Héireann and Firna Héireann and enjoy this peaceful protest. And Chucky our law. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Gura Míle Maith Agaibh.